Good morning, YouTubers. My name is Rachel and I love Star Wars. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and I hope that you have a Happy New Year. I had a nice Christmas. I got some neat things for Christmas this year that were Star Wars related. I got 2 vehicles from my husband. I got the Millennium Falcon and I got the Slave 1 Boba Fett ship, and you put them together. It's pretty cool. I currently have a Boba Fett one that I'm working on, and it's made of metal, and you put it together, and it's very cool. And I also got a Grogu Sherpa fleece blanket from my hubby, which I love. I used it last night. I was snuggling up on the couch and it was fantastic. And Chrissy from Chrissy Loves Ice Cream, who lives with me, she got me a Funko Pop of the Armorer. So that was pretty cool. Love the Armorer. I think she's one of the coolest new characters in Star Wars yet. You know, who doesn't love a strong woman with a hammer? So, pretty excited about that as well. And I got lots of other nice gifts. I really felt like people were being generous to me. So today I kind of was thinking this morning when I got up about Luke's. I'm still like riding this high from The Mandalorian, and I was thinking about Luke. You know, how amazing he was in that episode, and how much I really enjoyed seeing him so calm, cool, and collected, and just a Jedi, you know, looking like a Jedi. And then I was thinking about the Luke from The Force Awakens. Well, he wasn't in that much, but through the sequel films, especially The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi. I was thinking about him and how he was portrayed in those films, and I know that there's a lot of controversy in the Star Wars community about how Luke was portrayed in those particular films, and I am in awe about it, to be honest with you. Now, I don't know how old the rest of you are, but I'm 52. I'm an old bag, an old Star Wars fan bag. I go back and forth over whether or not I like the way that Luke was portrayed in that film. And let me explain why. Okay, as a 52-year-old woman who has lived a lot of life, who has had spectacular ups and spectacular downs in my world, I guess I could understand how he could go from being this calm, cool, and collected 30-year-old to a kind of bitter and fearful 50-something-year-old. And, you know, considering what happened to him, he starts a Jedi Academy. His nephew is in the academy. You have all this hope and aspirations for the future for this small group of Jedi that are coming up, and everything goes sideways. And you have to think to yourself, if I wouldn't have started this school, none of these kids would be dead now. Kylo Ren might not even exist. He might still just be Ben Solo, right? You know, I think he took a lot of that on himself, and Luke didn't have the support of other Jedi to kind of rally around him and help him pick up the pieces. He was all alone in this, right? His beloved sister's son went to the dark side. They just spent all these years fighting the Empire, trying to bring peace and light back to the galaxy. You think you did it, And then you find out, oh man, there's just so much more that you have to do. Yeah, I think I would be bitter and angry and maybe reclusive too. And I know it's like we want Luke to be our hero. I know a lot of people give him like a godlike status, but he's not. He's a human being who has some extraordinary gifts, right? With the Force. He isn't God. He can't create, he can't destroy. He can just manipulate the Force. So that doesn't change the fact that he's a human being. And he had some attachments. You know, and attachments are the things that bring on pain to a lot of Jedi, right? He had the attachment to family, the attachment of friends, and when everything went sideways, I'm sure he felt like he let all those people down. Everyone that he cared about, he let down. So of course he's going to be a little bit bitter, a little bit angry, a little bit reclusive. But Rey ended up being the ray of light that he needed to help kind of bring him back to center, you know, to bring him out of his funk and his fog and show that he still had a major role to play in fixing things in the galaxy. Uh-oh, here comes a cop. Is he coming to get me? No, he's not. Whew. I'm very glad because I was doing 70 and a 55. Oops! Anyways, in the end, Luke was just amazing. I mean, the way he force projected himself and did that virtual battle with Kylo Ren was pretty sweet. So we did get the hero that we wanted. I mean, at least I did. I got the hero that I wanted, but I guess I could feel some empathy for what Luke was going through when he put himself at Ahch-To and just cut himself off from the Force. You know, I think I would have done the same thing had I gone through all that. I think he had a little bit of PTSD, honestly. I mean, think about what he had to go through. I mean, he really fought so hard to save his father, and in the end he did, but he didn't get to spend any time with him or learn from him the way that I think he hoped he would. Then he goes and starts in a Jedi Academy, has all these bright young faces who are looking to him to teach them how to wield the Force and how to be a Jedi, and everything goes sideways. And then you think that you've like conquered the Empire, and you haven't. You just killed the Emperor. The Empire never went away. It just kind of scattered, and then it came back together as the First Order. And you think you've rid the universe of like a Dark Force wielder, and you haven't, because there's Snoke and now Kylo Ren. I mean, he got beat, boom, 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 one after another. He was like getting slugged in the spirit. I'd be a bitter, cranky old guy too, you know. But that said, it was amazing to see Luke as a 30-something-year-old in The Mandalorian, at the top of his game, young, confident, calm, cool, collected, and focused. That was excellent to see, you know. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Did you guys like the sequel trilogy? I know a lot of people didn't like Rey, but I'll talk about that on a different video, what I feel about that. So, anyways, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Take care. Mwah. Okay, bye-bye.